What's up, YouTube? It's Knowledge of Self-Determination. So, I wanted to comment on some boxing news today. I'm sure most of you guys have already heard the news. Luis Ortiz is now signed with Haymon, which is a move that I thought he should have made in the first place. I just didn't think that Eddie Hearn would be able to promote him properly. And it seemed that Oscar De La Hoya had him on the shelf, and basically was basically kind of ruining Luis Ortiz's career. This guy's an excellent boxer. He's one of the most exciting and one of the most skilled heavyweights that's boxing right now. In my opinion, I think he has the potential to be great. And it looks like, man, Al Haymon is not playing any games with the boxing world, man. He is not playing any games. He now has Luis Ortiz and Deontay Wilder, two of the biggest names in the heavyweight division. And mind you, two heavyweights who the majority, in most of the sanctioning bodies, the majority of heavyweights gotta see them. So, man, what a good business move. I mean, honestly. And imagine a super fight. Deontay Wilder and any of the top heavyweights. Klitschko, Joshua, Ortiz, David Hay. I didn't have David Hay beating any of these guys at all, to be honest with you. And looking at his last fight, yeah. But big ups to David Hay, seriously. Let me just get that in there, man. This man ruptured his Achilles in a fight and kept fighting. I'm gonna tell you right now, I think David Hay is a clown for what he did to Shannon Briggs, selling that man a dream like that. I think he was a clown for that. But I gotta say, man, because I ruptured my Achilles before, in the midst of action, like David Hay. David Hay was actually in a fight. I was just sparring and I ruptured my Achilles. And I gotta tell you, man, tearing muscle, a muscle rupture, a muscle tear, man, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good. And when you rupture muscle and tear muscle, it heals back weaker than it was before. It's not like bone. Bone heals back stronger than muscle because, you get, as your bone heals, you get calcium deposits, which actually strengthens the point in which the break occurred, which essentially makes the bone stronger, really. Sometimes it can end up being stronger than it was before. Again, personal experience. I know this for a fact. I've broken bones before, and I don't have issues with those same bones now, Plus, I rehab properly as well. But anyway, this isn't even about me. But the ruptured Achilles thing, yeah, I ruptured my Achilles in sparring, and I'm telling you, it took me completely out. I was done. I was done. Finished. But anyway, yeah, I think Luis Ortiz being with Al Haymon is a good thing for his career. It's obvious, definitely a good thing for boxing. This man will actually be promoted properly, I believe now. Not that Eddie Hearn wasn't going to do that. I just think that the Al Haymon thing was a good move. Al Haymon seems to be the best place for a lot of boxers, a lot of fighters. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. Also, Freddie Roach wants to see the Pacquiao and Keith Thurman fight. Keith Thurman knocks Pacquiao out. I'm not saying that Pacquiao is completely over the hill and that Keith Thurman doesn't have things to worry about when it comes to fighting Pacquiao, because Pacquiao is always a threat, always dangerous. But yeah, Keith Thurman knocks Pacquiao out. He knocks Pacquiao out. That's all I got to say about that. Pacquiao is, if he steps in the ring with Keith Thurman, Pacquiao ass is finished. Filet mignon, stick a fork in him, he's done. Carve his ass up and serve him up with some gravy and some stuffing. He's done, finished. But yeah, I think Luis Ortiz being signed with Al Haymon is a good thing. I like that move. The heavyweight division is becoming exciting again. And also, imagine us having, a new unified heavyweight champion. Not that Klitschko isn't good, but I'm kind of tired of seeing his brand of boxing. I mean, seriously, I think Anthony Joshua was going to flatline Klitschko if he can get around that straight right. I think he's going to flatline Klitschko. And when he does, I hope Klitschko, retires in peace and goes on and do other things. This man is a smart guy. He's got a lot going for himself. I think he's Ukrainian, I believe. I think him and his brother live in Germany. I'm not sure. But, man, these guys have a life outside of boxing. Go do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, go do that and give it up, man. Tyson Fury beat the brakes off of you with a jab and some head movement. So, anyway, yeah, it's looking exciting. I'm happy for Luis Ortiz. Looks like his people were guiding him in the right direction, it seems like. Their whole goal was to probably get him to Al Haymon in the first place. Again, I don't know that because I don't know any of the backroom stuff, but I like it. I'm glad that he's somewhere where he can get the big fights that he is entitled to. So yeah, it's looking exciting for boxing. It's just looking exciting for boxing. And also, the Andre Berto and Sean Porter fight. I think that's a good fight. A lot of people count Andre Berto out, but I think Andre Berto was a good fighter. I think Andre Berto probably has had discipline issues and he doesn't show up in a lot of his big fights sometimes. I think he should have beat the shit out of Robert Guerrero if only he wasn't trying to use that Philly shell, which is a style that if you haven't been taught how to use it properly from day one, you probably shouldn't fight like that. But anyway, I think that's going to be a good fight. I don't think Sean Porter just runs through Andre Berto the way a lot of people think he is going to. I don't think that. Andre Berto's tough. Think about it. When was the last time Sean Porter knocked somebody out? When was the last time? 140-pound Paulie Malignaggi. I think he stopped Paulie Malignaggi. And that happened in the later rounds. Andre Berto has stopping power. And if he catches you with an uppercut, he might Victor Ortiz you. You know what I'm saying? But again, I'm not calling the fight. I'm not saying Andre Berto wins. I'm not saying Sean Porter wins. All I'm saying is it's a good fight either way. And I'll watch it. So, yeah, that's all I have for boxing at the moment. Holla at you guys soon. Peace.